Hey, Blue Table fans! Pow! I wonder how many people turn their volume way up, like, I guess there's no volume. And then I just kapowed them! Yeah! So people say, Sean, how do you stay so happy all the time? And I say, it's practice. Practice, my darlings! You like my ring? It's made of a rare substance. This stone is called plastic. So, I saw someone just sneak by there. Come on, kids. Right now, all 4 of my kids are in the house. Isn't that awesome? Makes me happy. Happy inside my dark, evil little heart. All right, so let's talk about it. I don't know what. I turned the camera. I was like, Sean, you better make a list first. And now what's funny is I always think of like what I want to put on the ramble. But now that the camera's on, I can't think of anything. Well, let's see what's going on with the studio. I'm training 3 new artists. I moved about 20 minutes south. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but the Salt Lake metropolitan area, it's about 30 minutes to drive from one side to the other. And I know, you're from LA or whatever, and you're like, 30 minutes, that's nothing. I do that, I drive that to get to the grocery store. It's like, all right, I get it, it's not a competition. Anyway, so I moved 20 minutes south, so about 2/3 the way down now. And from downtown. And it's better because this is where people live typically. And I'm in actually a pretty good part of the city. But I did lose 1 artist, and that made me very sad. The rest of them I'm still meeting people part way too. And so I'm training 2 artists, and you'll see them if they survive the process. And speaking of surviving, I saw a science fiction show on Netflix called The Platform. That's not for the faint of heart, but it was really good. Because I love good sci-fi, where there's a premise and they really explore it, and it's not always cut and dried. Got new artists, which is very exciting. And of course I get my pick of the litter, because a lot of people are very skilled, and right now people need work, and that's a good thing. What else? I'm working on a Nergal Carnival of Chaos army. I'm super excited about it. It's over the top. There's a lot of conversions in it, and it's going to be really colorful and really cool looking. That makes me, and that's already in process. We got cracking on it right away. What else? Usually we have 50 projects going, and it stays pretty close to 50. I don't like it to get much more or less than that. If it gets down to 30 or 40, it feels like there's not enough lead time. Projects a lot of times need to mulch. They need to percolate, as I used to say. The client might decide they want to change this or that. And also ideas. It's a creative process, so it's usually a good idea to just let it rest for a little while, and those good ideas will come. I'll come into, like, say, a trade, and I'll be like, oh, this model or this piece will be really good with these projects, and I'll get those in there, and it usually gets better and better. So, what else? Studio seems to be running smoothly. That makes me very happy. And of course, I would invite some new projects, get those on the line now. What I'm doing is every day I pull a project or 2 or 3, and I open it up, I look through everything, I vet all of the paperwork, the specifications, make sure it all looks good, get an artist on it, and keep things moving along. And that's really how a painting studio works, somebody has to be motivated and consistent enough to keep things moving along and work their way around snags rather than just be like, oh well, and just let it sit there. That's no good. Got in this demon army. Surely you've seen the video for that. Got out my best potato for that one. Real exciting. It had a lot of stuff in it, and I think it turned out really good. You've got some very, very handsome work there. All right, what else? We've got our 40K Escalation Random Reinforcements League. We are on round 3, so there's 3 of us, me and my 2 sons. We have one more guy now, his name is Tony, and he's playing Dark Eldar. Now that'll be a great classic matchup with me. I'm playing Craftworld's Eldar. I'm very excited about that. And as some of you may have noticed, I'm playing with not teal models. Painting up, and you've seen the paint work. I'm really proud of those War Walkers and Fire Prism that came. In fact, I kind of want to look at those. They turned out really well. Makes me happy. My sons played last night, so we're at about 1,200 points. My older son is playing Grey Knights. My younger son is playing Tyranids. I think this final score was 5-3, so not a blowout, but there were a lot of Grey Knights left on that table. When I came in this morning, I was like, oh, wow, that'll do it. And for lunch today, I had corn dogs. I've been doing no cooking, which is weird for me. Like, if a day goes by with no cooking, that's weird. Because I cook a proper meal. I cut up scratch ingredients, put it together. I know a lot of great recipes now. And that's really good. So, about happiness, on March 1st this year, I made a leap up. And to really monitor my thoughts and acknowledge them, understand what's going on. I think I've mentioned all this before. I won't go over it again. But I do have exercises that I do to keep my mind on keep focused on the things that I want, and also keep that happy place really strong. A happy place is, in my case, literally a place in my mind that I daydream myself away to and get reoriented if something's bothering me. And that's how the human mind is, that we tend to feedback loop things and just think of the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. A problem or a disgruntlement, and not let up, just keep going and going and going and going. So there you go. That's what's going on. Oh, my 14-year-old son Griffin is working on a Death Guard army. He already painted what we ended up having to sell it. And that's sort of the sad truth and beauty of what we do, is that all these armies eventually they are up for sale. And I don't like, you can come out if you want.
What's up?
Don't be shy.
How's it going?
What do you got? Let me see. Oh, you're working on those weapons.
The magnetization.
Let me see.
And this guy's done.
So check it out. Oh, yeah, okay.
So the problem was that the hole was too small for this to fit in it. The magnet's fine, but...
did you have to grind it out then?
I just grinded this out, yeah.
Right. Yeah. Oh, the magnet was fine? You didn't have to add a magnet?
I didn't change anything about the magnet. I literally just changed
so check it out. Yeah, this is a project that was about to go out the door. I noticed that the weapons didn't sit on quite right. Yeah, that seems okay.
And then this guy.
Oh yeah, let me see.
This guy's awesome.
Oh, check it out. Here, hold this for a second.
That's the guy with the book.
All right, so check it out. There we go. That's the guy with the book. Is he a unit champion then?
He's a champion, yes.
All right, and I bet these Chaos Warriors, I bet their unit champions are pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think they just
maybe.
I think they just get an extra attack.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Whatever.
The horn blowers are in the...
Man,
the icon.
if only we could have all seen this 15 years or 20 years ago. 20 years ago, Because these models are so good. And it makes me wonder in 20 years, what's going to make those look like they suck.
Right.
Because the old Chaos Warriors just are pathetic. The old hunched ones, you know? You never saw those, the plastic ones?
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, so come on in. Come on into the... So this is my son. Look how tall he is next to me. No. Okay.
Better. Right.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's weird. I'm 6'1", so... So what do you got going on? What are you working on these days?
I'm working on basically just assembly and touch-up work.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, for projects?
Yes, for projects.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
Zinch Chaos boys.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do Zinch, but I've been Imperium at heart, so I've always chosen that and Order and stuff like that. So I've done like Sylvaneth and Stormcasts, Grey Knights, Adeptus, Custodes, stuff like that.
You're playing the good guys.
Yeah, well, gooder.
Right.
But
yeah,
yes.
yeah, we get it. It's all
Yes.
grim and the grim dark.
Mm-hmm.
But continue.
But now that we've got this pretty much... Well, I just took the opportunity of making these Chaos guys into something that I wanted, which was Zinch. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Gonna get a few demons for that and paint them in something unique. Type of neon American popsicle looking color
What?
scheme.
No.
No, that's
Your
like
demons?
the the red and blue thing.
So does Slaves to Darkness allow you to have like pink horrors and stuff?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that. Just like as a troop's choice, can you just be like,
As-
oh, I just have some plague bearers in there, or as allies?
It's Zine. You can so anything with the
You gotta speak up.
mark anything with the mark of chaos
Mhm.
can choose Zinch, and if you choose Zinch, then you can take anything from the Disciples of Zinch book.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
What? Anything from the Disciples of Zinch book?
can pair with anything that can take the mark of chaos for Zinch.
What do you mean pair with?
Like, it's all part of the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So are you making an army where the keyword is Zinch on
Yeah.
their everything? Oh, well then that's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all knew that could happen.
Yeah.
I think so. I don't know. I'm playing, so in a month or two, we're going to be doing our Age of Sigmar League. And, excuse me. So I'm doing Gloomspite Gits. I thought of doing, I actually am looking at Cities of Sigmar too.
Yeah, I saw.
Because, you know, there's lots of things, and I already have stuff for that. But of course, that's the point. If I just already have it, just throw it together. And I want to do a themed army. So I thought of doing High Elves.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be full circle for me, because that's where I started fantasy, was with my High Elves.
Yeah.
My High Elves, for those of you that follow the channel. And, okay, so the story is, the old High Elf Spearmen have a star, a 5-pointed star,
Oh, jeez.
on their helmet. And I was like, well, I don't want to play them blue and white, so I did green and white, so I did the star as green,
And then
and it looks
everything
just
was
like a
white.
marijuana leaf.
Yeah.
Somebody was like, what do they have on their forehead? So anyway, the most sacred of our plants. So, all right, what else? You got anything else to add? Or
Planning to
say?
get a Vortex Beast that's going to have that color scheme, and it's going to look awesome.
Oh, it is going to look good with that weird gray that you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, your stuff is like really good. That's great. All right, so so by the way, thank you for being on the channel, and thanks for all your help.
Happy
We
to
should
be
do a
here.
show.
Happy to be here.
Yeah. Jonah's getting good. He's getting good at it. All right. Okay, go conquer the world then. Off you go.
Got
Thanks.
it.
Now back to me. All right, what else? Life is good. Lots of food and watching Netflix and stuff while I'm doing my work, filling out spreadsheets and corresponding with clients. It's good. It's good stuff. And it's good to be playing Eldar again. It was unexpected. I didn't think I'd be doing an Eldar army, but I am. And I don't know what's next in it because it's random reinforcements. I'm at about 1,500 points for the Army. I have a couple extra units. I'm going to paint up those support weapons. And what else? Yeah. Oh, where I live, there's a pair of magpies that live in the backyard. And they're always having a good time back there. Yeah. All right, well, that's it, guys. I hope you're doing great. Contact me if you... Oh, there was one other thing I wanted to say. Oh, if you'd like to post videos on my channel, I'm up for it. You know, just make sure they're PG and contact me and send them, and you'll get exposure. I'll link to your channel, and you know, and I'll have extra content up. Not that I really need it. I have plenty to do here. I'm usually only showing you a small fraction of what's going on. And what else? Also, the trade program, I got that going on if you want to trade in your models. And I do buy them as well, but you gotta be pretty desperate to sell me things for cash, because I'm just trying to turn them around, and usually I don't get attacked. Yeah, there's that magpie on the fence. He's doing something. He's making all sorts of noise. I like them. I think they're good-looking birds. Makes me hungry for chicken. Yeah, so the trade thing, and could stand to get a few more projects on the line right now. That'd be really nice. Oh yeah, I was talking about what was going on with that. Yeah, this is a ramble, guys. Yeah, crazy eyes. Crazy eyes are when you can see the whites on the top and the bottom. Yeah, that was there's a stairwell behind me, so I'm like, oh, am I going down? All right, so projects, I have right around 50 projects going. 20 of them, something's happening with them, usually more than that, but I'm going to say solid 20. And then out of the remaining 30, usually 15 are just in transit, and then 15 of them maybe 10 right now, are just between, like they've come in from assembly and they're just waiting for a painter. Or maybe the models just came in and they're waiting to get checked out to assembly. And then some of them, there's always a certain percentage, usually at least 10, where there's nothing to be done. Like, I'm waiting for a certain kit to come in, a straggler, and that's just how it goes. So, super excited. It's good times for the Galeys. Thanks for tuning in.